Just took our first river bath of the trip, and it was marvelous. And it was cold, but it was marvelous.
Well, yesterday was chaos. Everything is chaos. But yesterday was extra chaos between Cricket having a seizure in the morning, me running 2 hours behind on, you know, leaving the house to come up to the mountains, but made it. And yeah, it's so pretty up here. We haven't been up here in 2 years, so this is really nice. And it's nice having the camper. But Cricket's doing good now, aren't you, baby? Are you doing good now? Hey, you scared your mama yesterday. Yeah. Okay, bye. Hey, Lily. Hey. We are out scouting for potential new places to camp, because where we are camping and have camped the past several years, it's getting a little too crowded for our liking. So far I haven't really found anything, but we found this really cool spot at the river and it looks like a nice swimming hole. So filthy. Really? What'd you think? Well, so far we've had no success on finding another campsite. Not that we were going to move today or anything, but next time we want to come up here and do some dispersed camping. So, yeah. There's another place that we know of that we used to camp at when we did tent camping several years ago, and it's honestly, it's a great campsite, but you know, we have our campers. Not that I will never tent camp again, I absolutely will, but yeah, it's just nice to be able to lock Cricket up in the camper when we want to go adventuring without him. But well, we'll see. About to head back to camp now though and have some lunch. You silly bird.
I'm pretty sure today is the hottest day, and this water feels so good. I mean, it's stupid hot. Even up here on the mountain, it's... Hey!
We are in deep.
Oh, we're in deep. We're in $200 too.
I know.
We got some drama we're dealing with here. We'll have to tell you about it later, but not comfortable right now. Okay, so here's the deal. So this road that we're camping off of, we've camped here several times. We will never camp here again, probably. I don't know, it's just gotten too crowded. Hard to find a spot. We were lucky to get the spot that we are in. Well, our neighbors, they, you know, they're currently moving. We're helping them move right now, but while Kelly and I, right before we left to go out and scout out for some other campsites, this old guy comes down and, you know, asks us when are we leaving, because they like to camp here and we're in the spot that they like to camp in. We're like, well, we're not leaving until Sunday. So he's like, well, what about the neighbors? When are they leaving? And we said, don't know, think maybe they're leaving today, but I'm not sure. Well, that all happens. We go, we come back, and that guy is sitting in our campsite in our chairs. And we were like, what are you doing? Well, Kelly was more so like that. I'm like, don't make enemies, they're gonna be our neighbors. I'm not a confrontational person. And long story short, it doesn't go very well. He makes the comment, you know, this is public land, essentially trying to say I can sit wherever I want, you know, this isn't private property. But it's like, yeah, but it's common courtesy that you don't, you know, post up in someone else's campsite. That's rude. They sat up outside of our campsite and the neighbor's campsite for hours, essentially trying to bully us or the neighbors out of the campsite. So we went to the neighbors. We said, we'll pay y'all $200 if you tell them that you're going to stay here for the night. And so we did that, because this guy was such a he was not nice. So they just finished breaking down their camp. We sent them on their way, the rude people, and we're going to take over that campsite. And it sucks, because it's like, all the guy had to do was not be rude and entitled, and we would have had no problem, you know. But it amazes me.
Bingo.
Isn't that guy? He was trying to get out of it.
Johnny. Oh God, are you okay? Success.
People sleep in those things.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Camping. So,
Johnny has caught 9 fish so far. The puppies are playing. Hey! Oh! Hey, crazy!
Pretty sure I just scratched my entire left butt cheek. Oh no! Who knew that someone could be so bad at tubing? I'm a little rusty.
Easy, buddy. This is number 10. We're gonna release him to the wild. There it goes.
Tell y'all what, we came out here tubing several years ago, different part of the river. It was just me and Kelly, and I went under a big old tree, and there was a monster spider on that tree and scared the absolute crap out of me. I didn't like it. That was also when I still had bad arachnophobia. But now I'll pet spiders and name them.
So this is how I did. I've already caught 10. Piece of cake. But if you go take a left or right out of our campsite on the road, hundreds of people. But if you take a left at our campsite or right on the river, which we've done. No people as far as I can see. And that's why I'm catching them. Because you got 1,000 people over there fishing because they don't want to walk. And then you got little old me getting the scragglers that made it by them, wearing them out. And I get the monsters. They get the fresh trout. I get the ones that've been here for a couple years. Oh, what do you think, Bill?
Fun.
I have to say, these are awesome river shoes. And I will have to link them in the description below, because, yeah. Okay, Ashley out. I'm not navigating well.
So here we go. I made the run all the way to the waterfall. If you're not scared to explore, this is what you find, stuff like this. It's gorgeous. This is the end of my first day fishing though, because I'm getting tired. I've been fishing about 4 hours. Here we are in the wilderness. Just discovered the king snail.
Whoa, hi buddy.
If you take this and you just add a little bit of seasoning from this plant right here, just rub it on like that, cook it over open fire, dinner.
Put the snail down.
Here's our blackberry. So after you get done eating the snail, you walk just a little bit further. Blackberries. They're not quite ripe, but if you take one off, just like this, and you rub it on this tree right here, it'll sweeten it up. Dessert. The tree seasoning worked perfectly. Now it's nice, ripe, ready for dessert.
Thick. It's thick. Getting smacked in the face here with branches.
Call these tickle monsters.
Tickle monsters?
So the snail and the berry did not satisfy me, so I had to resort to more primitive matters.
Lots of swimming. We made it out. How's everybody feeling?
Feeling sketchy about getting at that rock.
It's not too hard. You just gotta take it slow and crawl like you're a dog. On my way. On my way. A wimbo whip, a wimbo whip, a wimbo whip, a wimbo whip. You wanna pick it up there, Johnny? Loser.
Homemade. This is number 13. I've been catching about this size the whole time. It's been a lot of fun. I'm almost near the end of my journey. Release him back in the wild. There he goes.
Yeah.
Took the barbs off the hooks, so I wouldn't hurt them. So I killed a couple. Sucked, but we ate them.
You don't know what to do, yeah. Hey, Lily. Oh, row, row, row.
Fishing guide Johnny again. Still on number 13. Only 2 days of fishing. To be honest, I've only fished for like maybe 4 or 5 hours total. But like I said, the trick is you got to travel. You can't stay near the campsite if you want to catch the big ones. And I got this little hole right here. I'm caught one out of here, and we'll see if I can grab another one for the film. After this, I might go past the waterfall a little bit. A couple holes down there. Probably catch about 13, 14 more. And call it a day, I guess. I might go in the morning. I'm not sure yet. I'm trying to muster up the courage. We'll see. Hey, this is a nice one right here. I'll hold room as well. I figured I'd take the bars up for you. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, got a 10-pounder. Oh, there he goes. Bye, fish.
Oh.
Easy release, baby. Easy release. This location, there ain't nobody in sight. You gotta travel if you want to catch them. You can't be that lazy bones and stay near the campsite. You'll never catch them that way. You gotta go where nobody's at.
So like Johnny was saying, you gotta put in the work to get to these spots, because both days that we've come out here, and we've been down this trail before and down this part of the river before, but there's no one. We haven't seen anyone out here yesterday, today, nobody. Now where we're camping, it is so crowded. Not a single soul out here. So this is the way to do it. Put in the work to have some solitude and serenity. Kelly's little vintage camper. How much did you pay for this again, Kelly?
$500.
$500. It may look a little rough around the edges, but it's a sweet little camper. And she has a bigger camper at home, but she's actually selling it this weekend. There's her potty tent. All right, let's go inside. This is all original, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Got the sink, the cabinets, the Ashley in the mirror, bed, another little cabinet. It doesn't stink in here. I think that used to be the bathroom, but now it's a closet. So that's it. I unfortunately missed getting it on video, but I just almost killed myself by tubing under a tree. It was not the direction I wanted to go. That tree. 2 dogs were in the way. I was supposed to go that way, and instead I went that way. And I thought for sure I was either getting impaled or decapitated. But yeah, I almost died. I did.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you.
Oh, am I taking a picture?
So
honey, what have we learned this trip?
I'm top fisherman. Everybody else I've talked to, they said they ain't catching anything. Well, I could be their guide, but charge too much. So, but yeah, I had a guy come over here and he knew I was catching a bunch. He said, "Hey, what are you fishing on?" I told him what I was fishing with. It's no big deal. And he's like, "You just fishing right in front of your campsite?" I said, "Yes," which is a lie. But you can't tell people your holes, baby. Can't keep that a secret. Fishermen out.
Some other things we've learned this trip. Well, we kind of learned this last trip. You know, we have cooked inside the camper, but we have learned that we really don't want to cook inside the camper anymore. Maybe we will if we're camping when it's cold.
You stepped on my damn shoe.
I stepped on your shoe. I'm so sorry. So yeah, camp kitchen outside's the way to go. And then this is not the best setup for boondocking, at least not with the current house batteries, but don't know that we want to camp at this spot again. We've camped here for years. Yeah, this river's so amazing, but there's just so much traffic here. We need to try again in the fall or something.
Yeah, the problem is if you can handle the traffic and go that way on the river, and when you want to fish or shit, just swim. You're great.
You're not gonna see a
Anything
soul.
past this campsite, you won't see a soul.
But you gotta.
Anything that way, it's gonna be nightmare.
Yeah.
It's like if we drove down the road right now, there'd be 20 people fishing in the water right next to each other.
Yep. But if you don't want to hike back upstream to get back to camp, then you gotta make a hike through the jungle, which wasn't bad. But
Yeah, we've done it 3 or 4 times.
done it. All right. All right. So this is the site we have. There's my camper, my sister-in-law's camper, and then the river access is down there. Got our bikes. I mean, you got more space for like a tent there. I guess you could technically put a tent there if you wanted, but here and over there and over here, maybe even where I'm standing, it's a good spot for a tent. But the driveway's a bit tricky. Alright, we're all loaded up, ready to leave. Gotta wait for my sister-in-law to get her camper out of this nightmare. And she is going to scrape. Where there's a will, there's a way. I have not washed my hair since Tuesday. No, Wednesday. But it's Sunday. It looks wet. It's greasy. The water's just too cold. You don't want to do anything but wash your body and get out. So I am so ready to get home and take an actual shower. I'm so ready. I almost stuck my head in my kitchen sink this morning in the camper to just get it done. But I'm like, no. Because you're just going to want to take a whole shower when you get home. So, yeah. I mean, this is gross. Fun trip, though. We may try to do this again in the fall. I think fall would be more ideal weather. But love it up here. Alina, I need to come up here with you and we need to do some exploring in the runner. Okay?
We do this every day, and I'm still so